Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Playing face pointing in the north, we have Moth playing as Soviets who has shock rifle frontline, Airborne troops, and combined arms army. Teaming up with him is DarkRegion as the British forces who has Royal Engineers, Commandos, and Mobile Assault. On the south we have LOBO going for a sniper start who has Storm, Jaeger armor, and elite troops, and finally Farlion playing as OKW who has straight away locked into elite armored. Random team, all directions. I think DarkRegion about rank mid 50s, Moth mid 70s, Farlion 7 I think, and Lobo around 110. So sniper 1 kill so far. Conscript's trying to evacuate the area, assisting in this fight. Dropping very fast. Has managed to complete the fuel capture there.
A new grenadier squad is ready.
Student players closing in. Don't take much damage on approach though. Should be able to quite comfortably beat this section. This one trying to get into cover. Student players still not taking too much damage. We'll be able to win that one as well. So I'm up to 4 kills now. Conscripts may be considering trying to get a flank going, but Grenadiers are there, shutting that down. Charging ahead with these conscripts, trying to keep that sniper under pressure so it can't line up a shot here. Just can't fire back at it. Getting some early damage can be really nice on that sniper, but not quite able to do it there.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Since you can't, heal it up usually. You don't build the mid bunker until it's about 7 minutes in typically, so any damage you get on it early can maybe add up, and then you can finish it off later on in the next couple minutes, but not happening there for Moth, and took quite a lot of bleed as well. Take a quick look at that. That is that ain't pretty. We'll put it kindly. Really mortar here for DarkRegion. Got our airborne troops locked in as well as mobile assault.
A new platoon command post is ready.
Did decide to go for tier 2. Did have the option of building tier 1 and trying to go for the counter snipe. Still at the time only had 3 conscripts, so it would have been viable for Moth. Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable with the counter snipe style. We've got the 221 on the far side now. Needs to bait it into the Vickers back here if possible. So the Vickers is going to push in, wants to keep the cap going. 221 backing out as the Vickers sets up. And a nice flank here, forcing away the mortar team. Now the machine gun spins around for the Volksgrenadiers. 221 pulled all the way out. Going back in now, but nice heavy cover there. Not much of a threat. Could have been slightly better handled by Farlion. The battle group coming up at the moment.
Prepare for combat.
Hasn't got mechanized yet, so can't upgrade this. Putting down some med crates. You don't see this used too often, but kind of is a nice budget option. Means you don't have to put a full stack of 3 down. Gives you a bit more flexibility on how you heal up as the OKW player. Spend your munitions. Pushing on to the VP here. AC in the build for DarkRegion. Sniper doing 10 kills already. That is nasty, even though they're conscript models largely. Still a lot of manpower down already. Focus this down just as small arms, but not going to be very successful in that. Oh, and a late retreat costs the section its life. DarkRegion was close to on time with his AC starting up. Still going to arrive at maybe a touch late. Just on time in terms of resources, but maybe they didn't have enough fuel to make it earlier. Sniper now coming in and pick away at the much more expensive infantry sections. Tripwire going off there. Tier 3 in construction for Moth has picked up the second combat engineer now. I'm going to power build this. Oh, a little bit greedy here for Farlion, not going for a Raketin to try keep this 223 safe. Did see it with the detection, signal relay detection, so backed away with the 222 and 221 in time, 223. 223 times its charm. Trying to hide with these conscripts, maybe expecting the sniper to be about, and is reasonably close by. Nades into the squad and heavy cover though, so it's not super effective. The G43s are working well. Sniper not able to get into relevant position yet, but here it comes. Another rifle nade. Good amount of damage, but still plenty of time for Moth to retreat, and Moth rather unusually actually going for a quad. He had the fuel to start up a T70. That's what's coming in from the side here. Yeah, it was curious. Definitely more of a fan of the T70. The quad, you know, can burst down the sniper quite quickly, but it's also not as fast as the T70 in terms of move speed, so it can be hard to get into range. Just have to see how he gets on with it at least. Got some airborne guards now for Moth. He's going to upgrade them with the PPSHs. Maybe try to get some close range ambushes going. Crushing off the wire, blocking the cover there with the quad. Here they come around the corner. The T-gun connecting. Once. Just about twice. Gets away there though. And early retreats there from LOBO. Playing it safe. Decided not to go for a 222, which is somewhat unusual, but it's got a lot of infantry. 3 grenadiers, the sniper, and the Jaeger command squad. So can't really afford all of that, and the 222 as well. Decided to sacrifice the light vehicle. Could make it harder if the pack positioning is not strong to deal with this quad. Interesting that DarkRegion, in spite of using this commander, not using the Royal Engineer Recovery Squad. Just going for a regular engineer. Don't think that's a very good idea. Keep connecting there. AC backs off. Would that have died to the next shot? Looks like it's under half health. Come around the corner here. The kitten can't quite get the shot off. Doesn't have enough time. Popping the smoke here. AC. I'm going to chase through the smoke. But either way, the 223 is so low. Has to get out of there. Grenade. Trinity is not retreating. Take big damage, but don't lose any models. Oh! Combat Engineer's dead here for Moth. Got some SVTs coming through on a couple of these conscripts now. Switching from side to side, trying to avoid the pack. Backing up now over here. Oh, Grenadier's dead. Late retreat from Lobo. So Moth gets one back. Rifle nade, big damage. Good attack round attempt. Does nearly catch the quad back there as well. So he's going to be a little bit slow with that combat engineer having died. Another combat engineer quite far away from the quad. A lot of manpower spare for Moth at this stage. Looks like Farlion also struggling a little bit, going for the super fast tech. But now with Obers in the build, should start to turn things around. DarkRegion
The company command post is finished and ready for use.
doesn't have a super good answer to that.
Capture point. They're trying to take it.
Get one on the ice already. Panzer Grenadiers for Lobo. That's an interesting choice. I think he's fired off a flare there. Might be able to keep the Airborne guards a little bit more in check with that. Those Panzer Grenadiers. Don't think the Greens will win close range though. Ooh, big damage on the approach. Made out from the Airborne guards. Doesn't really do that much damage. I thought he might have just retreated into it. Not quite. Looks like those were guards models as well. I thought maybe he would have merged into them with the conscripts to reduce the reinforce cost somewhat. No speed boost here from the quad. Yeah, it's a big mistake. Needed that extra speed from the Vet 1 ability, and Moth ends up losing that quad because of it. You can see it was just pretty much on absolute max range. Speaking of, there goes the AEC. How did that happen? Looks like DarkRegion's entire infantry force back at base here. AEC goes down. 223 still alive.
Ready for action.
So it seems like Farlion is poised to really start taking over on this side now. DarkRegion does have his tick. He's going straight for hammer. FUT conscripts Vet 2 doing well against the Panzer Grenadiers at that range. Can't beat the sniper though. Conscripts forced away from the centre. Engineers just getting slaughtered on the way in. Commander's trying to come around the corner here, but shut down by 223. Trying to get behind the cover, but incendiary grenade gonna flush them out. Because spinning around now. Mortar repositions backwards slightly because small spray does get some suppression going. The mortar there as well as the section could get a bit of follow-up going. Try to sneak in here with the Airborne guards, but it's pretty hard to move around in camouflage with them. Kind of have to get into a position and just stay there, I believe. Farlion, aggressive stuff here. Not feeling the threat of the anti-tank gun. AEC being dead just sets up 223 on the fuel point, boosting up his fuel real fast and going to get a medium tank out in the not too distant future. Speaking of, one coming in for Lobo now. Do have a Katyusha first from Moth. And has built as this as well. Might need a second one. Because, oh boy, stolen? DarkRegion really getting pumped on his side of the map at the moment. Close range Katyusha just about knocks out the Jaeger command squad. But still standing. So the Panzer IV is going to switch sides. Engine crit on the 223, but the AT gun's all the way back at base almost. 223, quite powerful. Nearly bit 3 now. Quite even on the victory points though. So 14 points in it at this stage. But with, you know, 2 obers starting to scale up now, it's going to get really hard for DarkRegion. Looks like he's going for more commandos, which makes some sense. There's not tech weapon racks, so can't go for the Brens on them. T-gun right there. Good hit from the Panzer IV though. I wonder if that was an attack round through the shrubbery. Bit of damage onto the sniper from the conscripts. They don't oorah around the corner. I thought they might have. Nade out with the flamer and the heavy cover. Nice and safe. PSH is on advance and they're nearly vet 2. That's a bit of a turning point for the airborne guards typically. There they go. The Jaeger commands there, the snipers there as well, so it's too badly outnumbered to win that. He's coming in from the side. AT gun decrewed here. Every time I look away, DarkRegion ends up losing a support weapon. Kitten gonna try kill that. You've got the double commandos there. They're not vetted up yet though, so they don't have the smoke grenade. Oh, this one does actually. But he doesn't try and use it.
We're losing a capture point.
Exchanging grenades, not much damage either way. Oh. Oh boy. Bit of a dive here. Panzer IV finds the Katyusha, knocks it out and decrews the AT gun. But here comes a T-34 for Moth. No engine crits on this. Does stick around to try kill off the Zis, but that could leave it a little bit exposed. Faust connecting, but no health damage on this T-34 yet. The Panzer IV getting hung up. Now could maybe threaten the kill on the pack. T-34 on prioritized vehicles though, so the main gun not doing anything. The machine gun's not facing the right direction. The pack looks like it's going to get off to safety. And yeah, it is a bit risky going for the Katyusha first, especially if maybe you're a touch behind. That's why you often see like double AT guns with that, or maybe at least like a bunch of mines. I don't think we've seen any mines from Moth to this point, maybe just that one tripwire. So daring stuff there from Lobo, but it pays off. Picking up a second pyro now for faster repairs, as well as a machine gun. I sprint in for the Faust. That one would result in the engine crit. SVT conscripts shooting through that pack quite quickly, but can't quite finish it off. Does indeed take a snare on the T-34. PPSH Airborne guards in close here. But again, they're taking so much damage on approach. Costing Moth a lot of manpower. Nice G-forcing away the mortar. The mortar's up to vet 3 though. Must be doing quite well. Comet about to pop out. Farlion a little bit low on manpower. Trying to squeeze in the second Raketin. Slowing them down. Is he going straight for a King Tiger? Looks like that might be the option. Interesting. Only the mechanized truck on the front lines, the other 2 in base. Safe option if you're playing against Brits. You know, these gammon bombs can be pretty nasty against those OKW trucks if they are exposed. Got a Brit mine down here, a couple of them in fact. And then we've got 2 shoe mines in response from Farlion. Sneak down this alleyway with the commandos. I don't know if the Sternpire saw him there. They definitely saw that mine getting triggered. Here comes the Comets. Kissing over here. There's a Faust. Snared straight away. Engineer's right there for the repairs though. Commando's waiting with a bit of an ambush. Oh, this could be nasty. Here he goes. Grenade out onto the Raketin. It's the D crew. But here comes a bundle nade and he retreats into it. Looks like they're going to survive. Farlion not prioritizing the kill on that. Mine triggered. Oh, but the section doesn't survive. And looks like the mortar also getting decrewed. Meanwhile, Sniper goes down on the far side of the building. It's got to be a relief for Moth finally taking that out. 24 took a bit of damage as well. Raketin's coming up, trying to kill off the decrewed mortar, but misses the final shot. Now the Comet looking for some revenge. And somehow doesn't do any damage with that shot. Coming into the middle now. Middle of the lane. To clear the path to do a bunch of capping. Recrew on the mortar for DarkRegion with the engineers, I think. Before took another shot from the Zis, forced away again. Discar out now for Moth. But that's the big boy, the King Tiger on the field for Farlion. Elite Armoured as well, so upgrading this with the Panzer Commander. This is going to be a real handful. DarkRegion just having invested into a land mattress, so quite badly under strength in the anti-tank department to cope with this big tank. Really need to steal away the decrewed Raketin, but it wasn't really possible. Don't see this too often, but a forward rally point. You can construct those. Also airdrop medic crates to them. Use them as forward retreat points, which currently is. Okay, a bit of a flank on the Dishka here. Has to get out. Pack not quite pushing up. Is this under pressure now? P-Green's advancing. Here come the PPCH Airborne guards, but they're on hold fire still. They're not shooting. Big damage on the P4. Still alive. Airborne guards retreating. Bit of a misplay there from Moth. Yeah, Mattress forcing away Farlion's infantry. Doesn't look like it really did anything though. 0 kills, tiny bit of vet. Unsuccessful start. AT gun in some trouble here. Suppression kicks in. I was just trying to find the angle. Reinforcing off this forward base though, and now he's nasty Zis barrage. Mando's here waiting, but don't get to experience the ambush bonus. DarkRegion a bit slow. And here comes the King Tiger now, and there go the commandos. Could even get wiped now. He's a bit slow starting up the retreat. The LOBO's trying to take care of him. Oh, not quite. A lot of shots getting exchanged here. Pounder doing a pretty good job though. defending every single hit there. Oh, and that's the Bomber. Moth. Oh, here's the 1AT gun rebuilding the Katyusha. Not very well prepared to handle this Bomber, honestly. Comes the Katyusha. Decent hit, but LOBO kind of running through that zone already, so doesn't take anything from the follow-up volleys. Just get a nice suppression. And forward reinforced, doing a pretty good job. Grenadiers go down there. Was that to the Comet? Got their LMG as well. Oh boy, LOBO a little bit slow backing away. Mattress trying to go for a close ranger on the overs, but they run right past it. The Comet coming around. The King Tiger's here with the heat shells equipped. Comet could get absolutely annihilated. But the overs retreat back through the land mattress. King Tiger misses. I'm pretty sure that would have killed the Comet. Very lucky break, but Farlion was also firing on the move. Gonna steal away the Bren there. Guess that's from one of the commandos. I wonder if it was actually from the Obers. Maybe the Obers picked up one of the Brens. King Tiger continuing to get some monster damage done. Still very, very close on the victory points this game. What was that? So easy to dodge away from that grenade. Crew repairs on the Comet. Pretty fast, as the engineers there as well could use them. They've vetted up. Okay, gonna smoke out, go for the capture. It's a decent idea. The King Tiger though, pretty strong in the attack grounds. Still not vet 3 on those guards yet. Close range caddy on the machine gun. Nearly gets it. Does survive. Tiger so close to that vet 1, so close to that spearhead mode. That's when it becomes an absolute nightmare to deal with, combined with the Panzer Commander upgrade. The land mattress action though clears off a lot of this infantry support, doing a little bit of damage to the KT as well. DarkRegion close to another tank if he wants either a Firefly or another Comet. Options are open, but the fact that he went for a second AT gun suggests it's maybe going to be another Comet.
The enemy are determined, and we are down to 300 points.
This is where the brained up commandos can really start to excel. All these craters created by the land mattress. Oh, look at that bunker buster. Is this decruise? Panzer IV advancing, trying to exploit this, but the others, this is right there. Mortar shells flying. The flare you just fired up there. Yeah, forward rally point though, providing that nice pressure by Moth. Really keeping him competitive on the front lines. In spite of his T-34 having died. Panzer IV maybe looking for an angle. The Katyusha is a little bit exposed back here. I don't know if it's quite in flare range. Is this a little bit exposed? We've got the other one right there. Oh boy, once again, DarkRegion not paying attention with these Bren Mandos. It's revealed. This time though, it didn't cost them anything. They were so clumped up on that tree. Easily could have got wiped by the King Tiger. Oh wow, we've got a Bofors coming up back here. Just trying to create a safe zone for his anti-tank guns. And maybe his mortar. AT gun trying to get away here. Didn't pop the speed boost of the sprint and ends up going down. Got a Jagdpanzer in the mix now for Farlion as well. Good hits from the land mattress. Getting destroyed. LOBO's also forced off. Good long range bunker buster spotted for by that flare. And gets the decrew as well. Comet switching sides. And LOBO's a little bit exposed to a Comet rotation. We have a howitzer getting to work now. Targeting the forward rally point and down it goes. But yeah, LOBO doesn't have much anti-tank. 1 Panzer IV, 1 pack. I know it's a vetted up pack, but some coordination. Allies could do some big damage on that side of the map. Oh, the Zis so far forwards there without much support. Gets decrewed again. He's going to get killed off now as well. Trying to go for another rally point, but look at the scatter on their howitzer. Catching these combat engineers way off to the side. Very slow going, constructing out with only one model. Commandos here providing a bit of vision. 17 pounder in construction for DarkRegion, but under pressure now. Gonna have to cancel that for the moment. Tiger right on top of the AT gun, that gets decrewed. Commandos forced away as well. And now even the Bofors in some trouble. Can be, you know, trouble as the Brit player with only one engineer. Struggle to build emplacements and keep your tanks healthy. And yeah, yet another anti-tank gun here dead for DarkRegion.
The enemy have destroyed a forward emplacement.
Big losses on this side of the map as well. Looks like that forward rally point and reconstruction cancelled. It's down to just 2 squads of conscripts now. Moth, you know, that the forward rally point giving them a lot of field presence, but costing them a lot of manpower to that Brumbier with a bunker buster. 22 kills on that already. So the Allies could be in some trouble now. But yeah, really making heavy use of the flares from the Jaeger command squad to spot for that Brumbier bunker buster. But pretty much all the munitions of LOBO has been sunk. With some very good results as well. Shreddy 5 finally from Moth. You have the option of just using these commandos as a sight tool as well. Help you spot these long range. Because vision can sometimes be an issue against the King Tiger. Try to plant down the 17 pounder again. It's just so slow coming out of cover. Looks like he's gonna be able to finish this though. No, 17 pounder killed? How did it die? Did he cancel it? Looks like 99% complete. I didn't see the weapon health, it might have just died though. And the artillery is clearing out the recruit anti-tank gun. DarkRegion getting smashed. Have to wonder if maybe he came out of hiding with these commandos earlier, took care of the Falchions so he couldn't throw the incendiary grenades. Maybe we would have had a different result. Land mattress again, not getting up to much. Still at just 6 kills. Oh boy, conscript's dead on the far side, and there's this decruit as well. With the Howie coming down, getting a big hit on the SU-85. Pack gonna kill off the decruit Zis. Decent damage there from the planes, but the Bombear away safely. A bit slow dodging away from the Howie. With the Dishka as well. The Airborne Guard's also dead. Looks like Moth just got battered. And now it kind of seems like it's maybe sewing up a bit for the Axis. Moth's forward base play was resulting in some good field presence, but once the Howie broke that up, the manpower attrition that it was causing really showing. All that time he was playing and he couldn't afford an SU-85. DarkRegion. Switching tactics now, going to go for a Firefly. Still has the double brim Mandos, they're still very powerful. Farlion having to rebuild those obus he lost over here a few minutes ago. Okay, here comes the Jagdpanzer. I'm just sneaking around. Vision from them though. Firefly misses. Tiger with Spearhead, just so bastard with his vision. Here comes the SU-85 now though as well. Commando's getting revealed. Coming out to fight the infantry. Good damage onto the Jagdpanzer. Firefly advancing, looking for another shot. Here comes the land mattress, but it's getting stopped by the trees a bit. Vickers stops the commandos in their tracks. If he could have targeted this, it would have been extremely powerful. Just go over here, cleared off by a grenade, perhaps? Kind of looked like it. Maybe it was a bunker buster. Yeah, okay. Close range caddy barrage. Looks like we got a couple kills, but no squad wipes. Second SU-85 now for Moth. Goes the Dishka. Comet getting aggressive. LOBO still quite vulnerable in the anti-tank department. Only has one AT gun, no Panzer IV even any longer. But WSU-85's a bit of a traffic jam coming through. Susceptible. Remando's though working well, keeping that Raketin off. Looks like he's going to go for the cap, forgetting about the pack. Smoke out from LOBO. A lot of repairs required, just the one combat engineer. A lot of manpower for Moth. Build like a tank as well as a combat engineer for repairs. Uses that vision to get some damage done with the howitzer. We've got a bunker back here covering the fuel. Guys, so long VPs now. And look at that long range vision provided by the King Tiger Spearhead mode. Jagdpanzer with the heat shells running. Get 2 on the Jagdpanzer now as well. Couple minutes going. Okay, section dead. Main gun crit now on the Firefly. Oh, and this time the King Tiger finds his mark, kills off the Comet.
Lost its swines, just knocked out a vehicle.
Again, DarkRegion taking big losses.
We're down to 100 points now.
Pioneers here trying to flame out Katyusha. T-34 now for Moth. He's still got a lot of manpower. Could spit out 2 conscripts or so. Got plenty of munitions. Some RAM plus strafe action could turn things around here. Like, you know, a couple of times DarkRegion with the rotation over this side, something maybe could have happened, but look at that damage from the King Tiger. Panzer arriving, engineers are right there, could get the snare off. Firefly missing, Jagdpanzer just going in. No fear. Firefly misses again, Jagdpanzer connects again. Engineer's dead. Oh, there goes the Obers. Oh, the double Bremandos. Look at that damage. Huge. Double Obers dead. I don't think there were any grenades either. Farlion just so focused on the tank play. Speaking of, Jagdpanzer swooping in. SU-85s are both dead. T-34 also as good as gone.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
He's confused about the Jagdpanzer maybe? 19 VPs left. Commandos trying to do some capping. And there we go. So yeah, it kind of felt like DarkRegion just quite badly outmatched on his side of the map. Just so many squad losses. So many team weapon losses. You know, not using the speed boost to run away with the AT gun, stuff like that. Quite a few easy to correct mistakes. Which, you know, if you're going up against like a top 10 player, you can't afford to be losing like 4 or 5 squads in that kind of fashion. Couple times, you know, just about got that 17-pounder down. Could have made a big difference, but didn't quite manage to do so. You know, when you've only got the one engineer, it can be harder to speedily put down the 17-pounder, even with the Vet 2 construction speed bonus. But yeah, just got whittled away. And, you know, once that King Tiger got the sight bonus, it's just, what can you do? What was it, 67.5 sight range, something like that? It's crazy, man. So hard to handle. But yeah, it was working all right for Moth on his side. You know, he had that forward base going with the pretty good map control. But maybe Moth a little bit too conservative. You know, a lot of times Lobo had just this one anti-tank gun. And Moth couldn't find an opening to just exploit that and completely dominate the battlefield. And that the Flares plus Bunker Buster combo was just decimating that forward retreat play as well. And that really delayed the SU-85s, which hurt Moth in the long run. Big 2 on the Howie, only 5 kills, so interesting. But yeah, it's just overall pretty solid play from the Axis this game. GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.